Mm. Hello, dear students. So, this is the third part of endocrine system. As we already discussed about the introduction of the chapter and we discussed about the pituitary gland. So, this is the second gland which we are discussing in the third class. This gland is also very important for board examination. Two types of questions are coming mostly in the exam. First question, that what is the location of this particular gland. So this location, if you are discussing, you have to frame a sentence, complete sentence, to get full 1 mark. So adrenal gland is located on the top of the kidney fitted as a cap. You have to write the full two things, then you will get 1 mark. So it is a cap like structure, you can see here. So we can say adrenal gland is a small gland which is fitted at the top of the kidney. So top of the kidney and cap like a structure. These two terms should be in your sentence to get full 1 marks. So location, structure and function. These three things we will discuss here. So location I have discussed. Now we are going to discuss about the structure of this particular gland. So as you can see, this is one of the triangular structure which is having two major parts. Outer portion is called as adrenal cortex and inner is called as adrenal medulla. Why I am using term adrenal? Adrenal term is used because in renal cortex and renal medulla you have studied in kidney. So to differentiate it in that way, so you can write the outer portion is called as ADRENAL, adrenal cortex. The outer portion is called as adrenal cortex, whereas this inner portion is called as adrenal medulla. These two structures are secreting different set of hormones. As you can see, the structure wise, the outer portion is adrenal cortex, which is releasing a set of hormones, and that set of hormone is called as corticoid hormones or cortisone. So we have two types of cortisone. First is called as mineralocorticoid, second is called as glucocorticoid, and third category is the abnormal condition, which is sex corticoid. We will discuss. Okay, focus on the mineralocorticoid. When we talk about mineralocorticoid, so you can imagine the name mineralo means it is related to minerals. So when we talk about minerals, blandly you can write that it regulates the mineral concentration in the blood. So what minerals it is regulating? Sodium and potassium. As you can see, it is regulating the concentration of sodium and potassium salt in the body, as well as regulating the water balance. In the same way, it is regulating the carbohydrate and protein. This point you can skip, make it point number 1, that it regulates salt concentration and minerals like sodium and potassium concentration in blood. That is more important. If you will remember this diagram, you can simply write 1 mark answer. Then glucocorticoid. Glucose is glucose. So when we talk about glucose, this glucocorticoid is basically regulating the carbohydrate metabolism majorly, and along with this somehow protein and fat metabolism also regulated by it. But the major function you can see, it is increasing the blood sugar level. Then it influences protein metabolism also, as I told you. So here these two hormones, glucocorticoid and mineralocorticoid, are collectively called as corticoid hormones. One example of the mineralocorticoid was asked in the examination. So you can say the mineralocorticoid is aldosterone and glucocorticoid is cortisol. So these two names you should remember for the exam. Now, there is a question that what is adrenal virilism? When we talk about adrenal virilism, means a female will start developing the male features. This is because of the overgrowth of adrenal cortex in the female or excess secretion of the sex corticoids in the female. It will start developing the male features like beard and you can say voice like male. So this is the function of the sex corticoid, which is a kind of abnormal condition. It's not normal. Okay. Next we are going with the adrenal medulla. Here you will get question from adrenal medulla, that what is emergency hormone and which gland is secreting it. So listen it carefully, that adrenal medulla is secreting adrenaline hormone. This hormone is very important. Adrenaline or epinephrine, you have to always remember the role of these this hormone, that is adrenaline or emergency hormone. Why is it called as emergency hormone? Because whenever you are in stress, then this hormone is increasing your blood supply, increasing blood pressure, increasing the sugar level in body, so that you will get instant energy. So here you may get the question, the start key point is given over here, that adrenaline prepares our body to fight or face the emergency situation by increasing the energy supply, alertness, and physical performance. So this is the answer to that board question, that why is it called as gland of emergency. Now, this adrenaline is also called as epinephrine. This hormone is secreted by adrenal medulla, performing a set of functions to prepare body for the stressful condition or emergency situation. First, you can see that how this adrenaline is acting. So when we talk, as I discussed already, this adrenaline hormone is preparing body for increase, if for giving you more energy, heartbeat is increased, sugar level increases, contraction of the blood vessels takes place, then more supply of blood is given to the muscles so that you can act accordingly, and it is prepare you for the 3F. What is the 3F response? Fear, fight, and flight response. So in adrenal gland, this 3, it is also called as 3F gland, or it is called as the gland of emergency. So this question is asked in the board examination, that why is it called as gland of emergency? So you can answer in that way, because it is preparing us for the fear, fight, and flight. Or this is also called as, like adrenaline is also called as a stress hormone, because it regulate stress or regulate our body functions in the stressful condition. So it is called as a stress hormone. Now this adrenaline is performing so many functions in our body. In board examination, two functions are asked, like dilation of the pupil. Whenever we are in the stress, dilation of pupil takes place, and second, what happens to the heart rate. So heart rate is also increasing. Whenever you are becoming nervous, your heart rate increases. So that is one of the thing, and this also a question asked in the board examination. If you will see previous year board questions, you will find these two questions. It also increases breathing rate. Then in the liver, because you need more energy, so your reserve food material, you can say glycogen, is converted to glucose, which will give you instant energy. There will be more supply to your muscles, as I already discussed. Then it decreasing the activity of digestive organ. Whenever you are tension, you are not feeling to eat anything, just because of this particular adrenaline reaction, because at that time you feel vomiting, because your digestive reactions are coming down. It will not receive more blood, because that blood is now, or your energy is now diverted to some other action, so digestive system is not functioning properly, or it suppresses that time. Then sweat gland is becoming more active, and that's why in nervous condition there will be more sweating. And when you talk about brain, your brain become very alert in this stressful condition or in emergency situation. The opposite hormone of adrenaline is called as noradrenaline, which is not mentioned here, but you should know that adrenal medulla is secreting one more hormone, that is called as noradrenaline or norepinephrine, and this hormone is, you can say, converting the body to the calm situation, because whatever conditions we have discussed just now, those were stressful condition. So it is preparing body for those reactions, but we cannot be in always stressful conditions. So again, coming back to the calm situation, and that calm situation is given by one of the hormone of adrenal medulla, that is called as nor Adrenaline. I'm spelling it because my writing is not that good, so that you will get the correct spelling. So noradrenaline is one of the hormone which is bringing body back to the normal situation or the calm situation. So this is called as calming hormone. Now, see, if this gland is not working properly in the body, if this gland is creating some problems, or hyper or hyposecretion is taking place. So if there will be hyposecretion of this hormone in the body, hyposecretion means it will be having less secretion than the required or optimum condition. So in that case, a problem arises which is called as Addison's disease. This disease is asked by name in the examination. So this is one of the important question for boards. Here what happens, the person feel restless, there is loss of energy, skin pigmentation is affected, keep on reducing the body weight, and they will be feeling more cold as compared to other human beings. They will become very sensitive. Most of the time they'll be having the body pain, and they will be prone to the infections because their blood sugar level is very low, and they are having less energy in the body. So these particular set of symptoms are identifying a disease, and that disease is Addison's disease. Opposite to that, suppose if this hormone is secreted more in some of the human beings, if it is secreted more, it will create another opposite problem. Opposite means Cushing syndrome. Cushing, you remember it, cushion like. The person becomes cushion like, or it becomes fat. So obesity is one of the problem. As you know, the hypersecretion, so there will be more blood sugar. Here you are getting less blood sugar, so in this case there will be more blood sugar. And then because of the more blood sugar, the bones are becoming, the person is becoming fatty, so the bones are having more pressure. That's why osteoporosis takes place. Weakness will be there, and in body there will be salt water retention. So these are some of the problems, and these two opposite diseases I am saying, because in one case sugar leveling fall down, and in second case sugar level is increasing. So I'm calling them as the opposite diseases. So you have to always remember the diseases caused by adrenal gland are two: Addison's disease and the Cushing syndrome. So I hope this topic is clear to you all. You will get 3 to 4 most important board questions from this topic. As first question I discussed, the location will be asked from you, and second question at the base I told you that why is it called as a stress hormone, why it is called as 3F gland, and then what is the role of what is the effect of adrenaline on the heart as well as on the pupil. So these are two of the board questions asked, and commonly they can ask you adrenal virilism. This is one of the problem which is happening in the female. So this problem is adrenal virilism, which we have to prepare well for the examination. And diseases will always be asked from you by name, and the set of symptoms could be asked from you in this. So I hope this topic is clear to you all. Prepare well for the board, and discussing pancreas in the next class. Thank you. Bye.